Hello everyone, my name is NBZ and today I'm bringing you a battle from the new NU tier. Of course, if you haven't been paying attention to Smogon recently, the new tier changes have just come out and there's been some quite significant shifts overall. Essentially, Excadrill and Blaziken are back in OU. They're back with Moldbreaker and Blaze, just lots of complex stuff going on, and there was just an outrage that this happened on Smogon. People were fighting back. If you want to read more about it, a lot in the description, but it's essentially changed the way the entire game is played. We now are allowed to have any Pokemon in any tier, but certain restrictions are placed on them. So I'm going to explain a little bit as I go along, and hopefully you guys will get the idea. But this is a huge shift in the metagame. Everything is going to change, so we're going to be ready for some massive repercussions from this. I'm certain. So I decided that I want to have a game against Spade because both of us were talking about this, discussing it, and thinking, we should probably make some videos and make you guys aware of what's going on. So I lead off with Terrakion. Of course, I'm running standard Terrakion, but because Terrakion is far too powerful for NU in its normal state, I'm running it as a level 45 Terrakion, much more acceptable and kind of fits the meta, it seems. And obviously Arceus, a huge threat as well in Ubers, but when you are running Trick Bicycle, it does kind of mitigate it somewhat and means that it isn't as threatening. Of course, Trick Bicycle, not really useful in any way, and so very much fits the NU metagame. So he's going to end up setting the Stealth Rock up after tricking me. The Bicycle takes away my Choice Band, unfortunate there, but as you can see, Terrakion really hindered here down at level 45, doing pitiful amounts of damage with a stab close combat. Certainly not what he wants to be dealing in the long run, but that's what we're going to have to go for. I can't see myself going for any other move right now. Close combat seems to be the best thing to deal with a lot of his team, so I'm just going to keep hammering away. Unfortunately, he actually decides to predict me, relatively well, goes into his Mewtwo to take the oncoming close combat. Now, I know that Mewtwo are only allowed to run Struggle Life Orb in the new tier, so he's not going to have any moves. He is only struggling, and Life Orb Recoil plus Struggle Recoil is eventually going to take him down. The unfortunate thing, of course, being a level 45 Terrakion and having 3 defense drops, that's a one-hit KO from the Struggle. So although Mewtwo isn't as powerful when you give it a struggle, when given the circumstances, it's actually able to take me out in one hit. So kind of scary, but not a worry when I have Scizor. Now, Scizor is a very special case, and I say that with the utmost puninity involved, because Scizor is only allowed with special moves now if you're to use it in a lower tier. Specifically in NU, you can only run special Scizor, and that's why I am running it. With the Expert Belt, gives it a little bit of a kick there, and kind of bluffs the specs. Certainly works out nicely. I get off the Silver Win. I go for the boost, and unfortunately do not get the boost. It was, there's some trouble there, but unfortunately don't manage to make it. Now, goes into Blaziken. Certainly, as I already explained, Blaziken with Blaze now viable, but it's certainly going to be a huge threat, and it's probably the biggest threat on his team, honestly. He's running the Mixakin, the Mix Workup set, which certainly has a lot of moves that it can hurt me with. The problem with it is, of course, it's only limited to moves which have a base power lower than 60, meaning that he's only going to be able to go for Ember, but of course that's easily going to be able to take out Scizor. No problems there whatsoever. The workup boost was in his favor and everything. I did manage to break his balloon with my vacuum wave, but there you go. Now I'm going to go into Ho-Oh. I'm going to explain Ho-Oh a bit, because Ho-Oh has a great deal of factors coming into it. First of all, it is only allowed to switch in if Stealth Rocks have been set up. It is not allowed to have Regenerator, it can only have Pressure. It must be holding a Toxic Orb, and its only offensive move allowed is Gust. It's also necessary to run both Whirlwind and Roar on the set, and there's like 5 restrictions to Ho-Oh. It is a really big player, so you certainly have to be mitigating it greatly. I'm deciding to run Sunny Day on the set, just to get a little bit of synergy going. I'm actually running standard Jumpluff with Swords Dance and Acrobatics, so I thought if I use Sunny Day with Ho-Oh, I can actually set up my Jumpluff for later on and let him be faster than a lot of Spade's pokes because of the Chlorophyll boost. So unfortunately, I'm actually going to be taken down by a critical hit Aerial Ace. Not sure if that would have taken me down normally, but he does finish off my Ho-Oh before I'm able to go for a secondary Gust. Also, should have mentioned, Ho-Oh does not have any investment in any EVs. It has 0 IVs across the board, 0 EVs across the board. Of course, we just have to mitigate it to make it usable, and there you go. That's what happened with it. Now, bring in an actual NU, an NU that's been in NU for a while. This is Jumpluff, and I decided, obviously, with the Sun boost going on, I'm going to bring it in with Chlorophyll, outspeed the Blaziken, and obviously Blaziken not really a threat because it has Blaze, not speed boost, so I'm able to outspeed it, kill it with Acrobatics with a Flying Gem, and then brings an Excadrill. Now, he is running bulky Mold Breaker Excadrill, max HP investment, Iron Defense. It's really very difficult to take down, and I'm actually going to get off a Sleep Powder here and put him to sleep. Unfortunately missed the first one, which allowed him to get up his first Iron Defense, but now the sunlight is gone, I'm not going to be able to be as fast anymore, and also I am running physical Jumpluff, so going in with the Seed Bomb and those kind of things is not going to be the best idea when he has an Iron Defense set up. So go straight into my Zen Mode Darmanitan. Zen Mode Darmanitan never really found its place, but you're not allowed to use standard Darmanitan in any tier below UU, of course. It is only Zen Mode only, and that's how it's going to be. You're not allowed to use physical moves on it. It has to be fully special, and that's basically the rule set. So unfortunately get Toxic on the switch in. Go for the Will-O-Wisp to burn him, which mitigates him somewhat, allows me to substitute and dodge the hit on the next turn, and also because of the substitute I'm going to be taken down below half HP. Unfortunately I am poisoned, so that is going to take me down quite a lot in the long run. However, I do get to transform into my Zen mode, and now I am ready to go. But the unfortunate thing is, I'm thinking because he is you know, my speed changes, my stats change when I turn into Zen mode. I'm thinking I'm going to be actually slower than the Excadrill, which is kind of unfortunate because it means he can actually just straight up take me out at this point, or just go for a dig and maybe take me out on the next turn. But turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that Zen mode Darmanitan actually outspeeds good old Mold Breaker Excadrill here. Goes for a Flamethrower, and on the Sunlit Shores are able to finish that guy off. There's also very good synergy here that I have between the Darmanitan and my Ho-Oh, again with the Sunny Day, you know, boosting that Flamethrower. But unfortunately, Sunny Day wasn't up at this point, so it's going to end up not boosting it. But I am able to take out the Excadrill, so fantastic. Another threat out of my way, and we are looking good to go here. So I'm now going to go into the man in charge, Gregory House, who is my Gravity Sticky Barb Arceus. And he goes into his own Trick Bicycle set. Now, the thing is here is that I actually missalved this guy. Unfortunately, if you put no moves on a Pokemon and you put the 4th move instead, it actually doesn't let you use that move. It only lets you struggle. So in this case, I'm actually running Struggle Sticky Barb, which is something that I didn't want to have going on for me, but is unfortunately going to be the case. It actually works out a little bit better in my scenario, because essentially means that I can attack Pokemon as opposed to just being a mono gravity set and setting up the gravity for the rest of my team to kind of help them out. But yes, it works out nicely because not only am I able to break out the confusion of the Swagger, but thanks to the Swagger I have the +2 attack, leading to Struggle now doing a huge amount of damage to this Zoroark, and basically allowing me to annihilate it completely, to take out the Zoroark, and is done, which is pretty fantastic, I might say. So now Spade decides to go out into his own Arceus, and it's going to be quite threatening, especially when he has the ability to take my Sticky Barb away and give it to something else to use against me later on, which I'm slightly afraid of, and he actually does that right now. He goes for the trick, gives me the Choice Band, which he took from my Terrakion at the very start of the game, and now we are in a little bit of a sticky situation, if you pardon the pun, because I'm going to confuse myself, hit myself in confusion, as they say, and, well, unfortunately, Gregory, he's going down. He is going down, and now this Arceus has the ability to certainly cripple my own lone survivor, my final Pokemon left, which is of course my Jumpluff. Now I do have a chance here, as long as I can put his Arceus to sleep and take it out with a +2 Seed Bomb, then I should be good to go. I should be able to kill him, and then his last remaining Pokemon is a Politoed, which I know will not be a Drizzle Politoed. It's going to be, you know, your 4th gen variety with the Water Absorb, much less powerful and much less useful as many people will agree. So I go for the Swords Dance first, and now it's just basically a timer. Can I kill him, and can I kill Politoed before I die to Sticky Barb? This is really, the clock is ticking down here. I've not got much time. I've only got a couple of turns left in me. So I've got to kill him this turn, and then I've got to hope and pray he doesn't wake up. He doesn't. I'm able to go for the Seed Bomb, and now with the +2 with Stab, it is all down to this, whether I can kill the Politoed on this final turn here, because I only have 3 HP remaining from the Sticky Barb. Will Jumpluff Kirby be able to take down, you know, this Politoed, which has dropped down tiers? Can we do it? It's going down. The HP is going so low, so low, so low. Not low enough. 96 HP. He goes for the Parish Song, essentially meaning his own demise, but unfortunately my demise shall come sooner, because the Sticky Barb that he gave me from my own Pokemon initially is going to eliminate Jumpluff, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very close fought game, an intense match, a really interesting insight into what the metagame will look like in the coming months and years, because this tier change is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. You may think it is outrageous, but Smogon have decided that usage isn't the best way to go anymore. We just want to look at people's personal opinions. Whatever anyone thinks should be in a tier now goes. So it's all up to you. All your personal opinions are now very valid in the tiering system. Of course, as I said, check out the description below for more information, and of course check out Spade's video as well. I'm sure he'll do as much explaining as I did. So thank you very much for watching, people, and here's to the future. Here's to the personal picks of the tiering changes, and if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like so that many people can find out about the ultimate decision that's been made and the changes taking place. Likes always help to spread messages such as that. Until then, I will see you guys next time, and that's it from me. Goodbye.